Welcome back to Going to Ground on a Wednesday with me, Andrew Rumsey, and it's great to film again. Sorry it's been a couple of days. There hasn't been much space since the weekend, and you saw I was in London on Thursday. If you watched that little promotional film for English Grounds, my new book, which I was pleased to make in the street itself that bears the name of English Grounds in Southwark, and a lot of preparations for the release of the book next week. But back to more familiar themes today. I'm in Wiltshire again, and at the fabulous and very appealing church of St Nicholas, Sandy Lane, which has the accolade of being, I should say St Mary and St Nicholas, Sandy Lane, which has the accolade of being the only purpose-built wooden and thatched church in the whole of England. That's its claim to fame, and it's just charming. I'm just trying to give you a bit of an elevation, as an architect would say, from the west end here. Look at how I don't know, would you call those buttresses, those beams down the side of the church are very appealingly, agreeably extending the roof line down to the floor. It's like a chalet almost. It's very prettily designed, and inside, we'll go inside, it's equally cozy, and I'll as we've done before, you can go first. Let me do it that way, and then you can get a view of the church without me getting in the way. There we are. The organ there, lovely organ, is from Chitto Church, which was closed some years ago, and just fits very snugly in the back of the church. And here we are in the nave, and it's all panelled. Well, pretty much everything is wooden, apart from the hymn books and the carpet. It's like being in the Big Belly Oak. It feels like being enclosed in a great tree. Everything. Look at that. Can you see that? The lights have wooden pendants. The screen, of course, is wood, and there's wooden parquet on the flooring. It does. I do love wooden things, as you probably know, and in a church of this nature, I could very happily worship, and it's got a super communal feel, intimate too, because it's small, and was built as a mission church at the exorbitant cost of £150, I gather, and was consecrated in 1892. So it's not especially old, but I suppose that would have been around about the arts and crafts movement at the time, and it does have that sort of feel about it, and evoking the rural idyll. It's a lovely bit of Wiltshire here, and in late autumn, it's a very appealing situation. Well, I'm glad to show it to you. I hope your day's going well. I was just reading one of the passages set from Scripture today in the Anglican cycle of readings, and came across that lovely line: "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom." The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. I love that verse. Not because I think that we need to be afraid of God, but the fear of the Lord is mentioned there as a kind of humility before the divine, a humility of knowing that we don't know everything, and the beginning of wisdom, as of course the great Greek philosophers believed, was to recognise that we don't know anything. Well, not that don't know anything, but recognise all we don't know, recognise the limits of our knowledge. And the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. To be wise, we first need to recognize all that we cannot comprehend, and allow the effect of that to provoke wonder and within us, and a thirst to know more. So it's not, I think, that sense of all I don't know keeping me flattened down and suppressed and in my place, so that I don't pursue knowledge and pursue greater wisdom, but that it should inspire our curiosity, our wonder at all that is mysterious and all that is to be found out, and should kind of call us to greater wisdom, particularly with its affirmation that there is personhood, there is divine personality behind it, and it's a call to exploration. And wisdom in the Old Testament is described as a person, almost as calling out. You know, in the Old Testament, wisdom cries out in the streets, "Do you not hear?" And so in those proverbs and wisdom literature, there is an appealing, encouragement to grow into deeper knowledge of the world and of the person of God. So I leave you with that thought as I stop for a moment in prayer here, and the beautiful wooden chapel of Sandy Lane Church. God bless you as you go to ground.